Hey y'all, welcome back. My name is Big Mouth Baby, and you are watching The Big Reaction, a new show that we have where we get all up in people's business that we ain't supposed to know nothing about. And today, girl, so for our first story, we have this lady who was pregnant, girl, and she found out about 3 or 4 days before giving birth that her baby daddy was cheating on her with a transgender. Okay, see, I was just scrolling. I was just minding my business on Facebook and TikTok, and I had came across this story, sis. So I want to get into it, okay? If y'all have any stories y'all want me to get into, y'all go ahead and drop them in my DMs at Big Mouth Media on Instagram. But without further ado, baby, I got to put my foot in this shit. So, let's get nosy.
Part 1 of how I found out my baby daddy was down low.
So at 3 o'clock in the morning, I get a phone call from this random telling me that she got some information to tell me, asking questions like, how long have you and Charlie been dating? How well do you know this man? I think that he's crazy and he might be dangerous. Like, he's been living a double life and maybe a triple life. I'm like, okay, what? Like, give me the actual information. Stop giving me the alleged and tell me what's going on. So she's like, well, first of all, I've been living at his apartment, the one on Hammond Drive. I've been living at that apartment since May, and I'm thinking to myself, that's when we first broke up. That's when my baby daddy was first acting weird and disappeared. So now I'm putting 2 and 2 together as a woman. I'm like, okay, that's when he started acting weird. That's when he magically wanted to be single and told me that I was too emotional. I was too flip-floppy. My attitude was too bad all of a sudden. You want to be single. You disappeared, didn't hear from you the whole summer. Y'all remember, I posted a TikTok about that.
Y'all see how these dudes will do y'all, girl, when they want to have a hot boy summer, he'll try to make it your problem just so he can get outside again, girl. All he wanted to go do was play up in somebody else's pussy for the summer, baby, for 3 months. And then to do it, he made you feel like you was the crazy one. You know what I'm saying? He made you feel like your emotions and your pregnancy was the problem, sis. Also, he can get back outside, girl. Take note.
So, good morning. I'm like, so the timeline is definitely adding up.
Part 2 of how I found out my baby daddy was down low.
Okay, y'all, now we on part 2.
This is my baby daddy. We about to bring the baby into the world. You called me on the 1st. The baby's due on the 3rd, okay? Today is the 2nd. So she was like, oh, well, I just wanted to let you know that the man that you think that you're dating is not the man that you think he is. Good morning, welcome in. So I'm like, what are you talking about? So she's like, well, I could send you screenshots of the message threads from in his laptop where he's been having conversations, planning meetups with trannies and gay men. So I'm like, you got his laptop, how you get his laptop? So allegedly she got the laptop because she been staying in his apartment and the Wi-Fi been off. So she been using her hotspot to watch TV on the laptop. And he gave her the password to the laptop, not knowing his iCloud was still connected to the laptop. So when I asked the girl to send over, like, just send me everything that you see, like, just send it to my phone. She like, well, I don't wanna cause no extra drama, and I don't know you. I know you know where his apartment is. I don't want you to pull up over here and be crazy. And I said, listen, I'm 40 weeks pregnant, fat as hell. Do it look like I'm in the business of fighting somebody right now? And furthermore, do it look like I'm in the business of fighting over this punk ass nigga who done left me all motherfucking summer? Let me just say, I've been living my best life with my grown man. Moved on. So I'm like, bitch, send me over the motherfucking receipts. So she sent me over a screenshot.
Stop playing.
I know what my baby daddy dick look like. I'm very, very aware of what my baby daddy dick look like. It has a mole at the top on the left side, and the pictures and the videos that she sent has that same dick with the mole on the top with the fucking...
Part 3 of how I found out my baby daddy is down low. And yes, I delivered my baby.
She done had the baby now.
So she sent me over the motherfucking receipts. And I was telling her, like, all I need to do is see it one time and I'm good. So she didn't even originally send me over the receipts. What she did first was called me on FaceTime. So she called me on FaceTime from his apartment, from my baby daddy's apartment, scrolling through my baby daddy's laptop through his iMessages, and it's this message thread with this person, this transgender, and her name is Brooklyn, and she is laying in a bed with her sunshine and dingleberries wide open, and the message above it say, "I know your balls smell so good." And he replies and sends his Johnson Johnson, and I know it's his because I see the mole at the top. And in his message it said, "Yeah, we gonna have a lot of fun." I'm scrolling through the message with the girl. She's scrolling through the threads, and she like, yeah, and whoever this one is, allegedly it's multiple of them, but this is the one that I was invested in because this is the one that he was just so invested in as well. If she ain't text back, he going crazy, blowing her up. Where you at? Da, 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 da. When I say,
Well, okay, I'm so confused. Like, I'm so confused at how this man was with her and able to have like all of these. Like she said, it's multiple, so he has time to connect with multiple transgenders and seek out like romantic relationships with them. Where was she at? Like, where was you at when your man was on this phone? Like, that takes a lot of time to curate these different relationships with all of these different people. Where was you at? Like, how was you missing all of this? Like this, huh? Like, did this happen after they broke up, or was this while they was going together? Like, because if it happened after they broke up, then why would she care? But I mean, okay.
I'm in shock. But first of all, I'm in labor. When I say I'm literally in shock, so I asked him. I said, I'm gonna need you to explain this to me. I sent over the motherfucking receipts, and his ass said it's Photoshop.
Part 4 of how I found out my baby daddy is trapped in the closet.
All right, I got a little bit of straightening. My hair still looking a mess. Don't look at the lace. Don't. All right. Now, I'm going to give y'all a little bit of backstory. So when the girl originally called me, she was calling me to confront me as a woman. She was calling me to tell me that she had been living with my baby daddy and yada, yada, yada. So when I first confronted my baby daddy about it, that's what I was confronting him about. I was too embarrassed for him and myself to even pop the fucking question of, what the fuck is going on with this gay shit. So when we originally talked, he was basically telling me, oh, the girl is crazy. She won't leave my apartment. She threatened to stab you. If I said anything to you, she kept threatening me to hurt you. So I had to let her stay there and XYZ. So I'm like, okay. I don't believe it. In my mind, I'm like, you just gonna say any motherfucking thing. Anything. She threatened to stab me. How the fuck she threatened to stab me? She don't know me. She don't know where I be at. What? Either way it go. So we get off the phone. He pled his case when it came to the bitch staying with him or whatever. So I text him. Like I said, I was embarrassed for him and myself to have this conversation with him on the phone. So, like, when we got off the phone, I text him. I was like, nah, I'm not gonna lie. I need to know what the fuck this shit is. So I sent him the motherfucking screenshots of him with the dick and the mole at the top, sending it back to the damn Brooklyn girl, right? This motherfucker tell me it's Photoshop. It's Photoshopped. That he taught the girl how to use Photoshop on his computer, and she Photoshopped that picture. He talking about some cut off communication with her. She's a liar. She's going to jail. She going to jail? Why is she going to jail? Because she telling me that your ass is down low, nigga? So I proceed to tell him, I'm like, this is not the only, like, this screenshot is just one. I said, it's a lot. I said, it's a lot that I saw. I said, it's not just this. I said, she scrolled on that motherfucking laptop. And he is hard up with this. I taught her we was supposed to be business partners. I taught her how to do AI, and I taught her how to do Photoshop and shit. So she must have put first of all, how'd she get a picture of your dick? Y'all, the baby daddy is down low. The baby daddy is down low.
Part 5 today because why in the fuck is the woman who came to me as a woman now harassing me?
What did she say? Hey, if you try calling you, I'm not. I just had my baby. I have no room to chat about things that will stress me out. Please refrain from contacting me. Whatever you and blank have going on is between you and blank. Huh? And I'm not shocked now that your attitude has shifted and I informed you about these things that I shouldn't have reached out to you. Was just being nice. Now am I the problem? Now I am the problem bothering you.
Before you broke assholes come in this motherfucker talking about some, well, why would you lay down with a man like that? Shut the fuck up, bitch. You know what the motherfucking cupcake stage look like. You know what the motherfucking honeymoon stage look like. First of all, let me just give y'all a little background. I met this pussy ass nigga in December and I was pregnant by January. We still in the cupcake stage. Fuck wrong with y'all? Fuck wrong with me? It's not him, it's me. I wanted to be a freak asshole and this is what the fuck happened.
Oh, sis, baby, all sympathy just went out the window when you said that. I'm sorry, boo. I'm sorry, sis. You met this man in December, was pregnant by January. January, sis. You fucked this man. You didn't even know this man. And see, that's what I be saying. Y'all gotta give people time. Y'all gotta really have time to get to know people. Because this is what happens when you don't get to know people. You didn't have time for the signs. That's why I was asking at the beginning. I said, I'm thinking in my head at the beginning of the video, like, girl, you didn't catch none of these signs. Like, you was with this man. You didn't catch none of these signs. And she said they broke up in the summertime. So that means that they broke up around May or June. Sis, you was pregnant in January. So you had 6 months. You mean to tell me in 6 months you didn't have no time to figure none of this out about this man? See, that's what makes me think she's lying. I feel like she knew already. And her response to that lady text message, when she said, I don't have no time for none of this, stop contacting me about this. You was so ready to know the truth 2 days ago when she was telling you all of the stuff and sending you all the text messages. But now that you done talked to him on the phone and he done told you it's Photoshop, you text and told you that she crazy. You texting her talking about don't talk to me no more. Girl, you falling for the okie doke, sis. It's given she knew. You know what I'm saying? I feel like she knew something. I feel like you done seen something, heard something, you knew something. You know what I'm saying? You knew something and you was looking the other way. That's what a lot of women do. They look the other way until it blew up in their face like this. Okay? She was looking the other way until she couldn't no more, until somebody came and set her down at the table and said, hey, sis, look at this. You know, not really. She didn't really sit her down at the table, but you know what I'm saying? Like that kind of aesthetic. Like she could put it right in her face to where she couldn't deny it or look the other way anymore. And I think that's when she finally took responsibility and was like, okay, sis, I've been fucking with a down low man. But girl, that girl did not get hostile with you. She was just trying to conclude the business and talk to you about the rest of what was going on with your baby daddy. And if you didn't want to do that, it was a nicer way for you to say that to her. Now, when she did go back, she said that he asked her for the receipts after they got off the phone and then came up with the lie. So I'm assuming that, you know what I'm saying, that my first little instinct was wrong because she was telling the story backwards. And he waited until she sent him the proof to tell her it was a lie, whatever the case is like that. But talking about you was working with this lady and you taught her how to do AI and then she all of a sudden start AI in your penis. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. That's a bit much. And I don't know, y'all. Y'all tell me what y'all think about this. This is crazy. This is crazy. Her coming back, you know what I'm saying, trying to give an excuse like, oh, I was only with him for a month before I got pregnant, but you was with him 6 months after that. So you was with him for 7 months, sis. It seemed like she's trying to save face. It seemed like she feels embarrassed that she was messing with a down low man. And see, I could tell she knew he was down low. I could tell you knew he was down low. That's why she got so mad when everybody started saying, oh, you was messing with him for so long and didn't know and got pregnant by a gay dude. That's why she was so insecure about that and came back to make that second video trying to explain it away, sis. You knew what was going on the whole time. And for that man to be doing that to her, you know what I'm saying, sleeping around with anybody while you got somebody pregnant is craziness. But this, like I said, he didn't even know her before he got her pregnant. I'm pretty sure the only reason they were still together is because he got her pregnant. Because after a month, like, you're pregnant, And all of a sudden, y'all, the Brady Bunch, like, girl, bye. Nuh-uh. It's giving, he got you pregnant and stuck by you because he got you pregnant. Got tired of sticking by you just because you was pregnant and he knew he didn't really like you. And came up with an excuse to get back outside and go be a hoe. Because that's what he was before we met you. That's what he was when he met you. That's why he slept with you so soon. Just like you slept with him so soon. Y'all was both hoes. And he was itching to get back outside to his whole, what you call it? Hotivities. Okay? So he left you 6 months pregnant to go do that. You trying to make him out to be this bad guy. Honestly, I'm not here for that because you didn't know him when y'all got together just like he didn't know you. You could be an axe murderer for all he know. Y'all only was fucking for a couple of days before you got pregnant. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't, I'm gonna be for real with y'all. This is how I feel. It wasn't his responsibility to tell her he liked transgenders. It wasn't after a month. Like, this is an accidental pregnancy. I don't owe you nothing. However, I don't know his side of the story, so I don't know if he feels like they were in a relationship or he was just there because she was pregnant. He was just trying to stay the duration of the pregnancy to make sure she was good. Y'all don't ever know what the situation was. Just because she said they was in a relationship don't mean they was actually in a relationship. And she said that she's doing good with her grown man. So that means that she moved on just as quick as he did. So honestly, I'm betting on the fact that they wasn't in a relationship for real and it wasn't a real relationship. Because how you got a whole new nigga? Y'all only been broke up for a month or so. You got a whole new nigga and you 8 months, 9 months pregnant. He got a whole new chick living with him. Like, girl, y'all was not in a relationship. It was giving, you know what I'm saying, a situationship. And sometimes you got to take your lick. Like I said, this is what happens when you don't get to know people. This is what happens when you spread your legs for every Tom, Dick, and Harry, and you end up pregnant by a nigga you know nothing about. So sis, you should have just took your lick on the chin and kept it moving, because I'm pretty sure everybody from your hometown know who you are and your baby daddy is. You probably not gonna be able to, your child not gonna be able to walk around with their head held high, let alone you or your baby daddy. You just caused a lot more problems for yourself. Trying to out this man when you really just outed yourself for being a hoe. And you clearly ain't learned your lesson because you got with the next nigga so fast. And now you claiming he your grown man and he your man. So clearly you ain't learned your lesson. You make every nigga that nutting you your man. So sis, you need to do some soul searching. But that's my synopsis on this, sis. Y'all drop down in the comments, let me know y'all thoughts, and I'll talk to y'all later, baby. Bye.